Okay, so let's see. Yes, it looks like we're live. So welcome everybody. Um, Today is energy alignment up level Wednesday instead of tapping Tuesday. I'm Jacqueline Kane, energetic alignment strategist, medical intuitive and low back pain specialist. And I love doing these gatherings in the community in the healing circle to help keep our vibration up. There's a lot of negativity in the world, and if we're not maintaining our own energy, then it can bring us down. It can take us off track from our goals. So I find that doing these energetic tools, whatever your energy maintenance is, to keep us in the up level and getting things done, not just for ourselves, but for our family and for our community. So thank you so much for Lulu and Joyce for joining. And if you're watching live, feel free to comment and let me know what's coming up for you. Let's see. So let me trying to find the right. That may not be live. Do I want to be a speaker, Lulu? What do you?
So you're just the full screen as opposed to all three of us. Up the top on the top right, you change it from
Oh,
gallery.
I have you. I have it says gallery. All right. Do you see everybody on your screen, Lulu?
I,
I
I've
did.
I've got it set as gallery. Sorry, as speaker.
Oh, oh, I see. So you're, well, I like to have interaction.
Okay.
So that's why I have it as gallery. Um, okay, we are live. Okay, so where is everybody this week? How are you feeling? What do you need for support? If anybody wants to share, otherwise I'll share some things. I know,
I'm in.
Lulu, you have
I'm
a
in a
bunch
good
of things
spot.
going on. You can even share about your, I'm sorry, is my Wi-Fi not good? Joyce, were you talking?
I was just gonna say, I'm in a good spot right now, thanks to my visit with you yesterday.
Oh,
And
yeah.
after I left your house yesterday, I visited sort of the neighbor in your neighborhood. I'm going to Pennsylvania with, and we were talking about our trip to go, which was great. And we got to talk about just reconnect more than we have been. And then from there, I went to my daughter-in-law's house, which I haven't been there for a while, but we had a great visit for an hour or so. So my day yesterday got really charged up, and I'm still on a high. Vibration is great, and energy is good.
Good.
Yeah,
Yay, that's what I love to hear. You took time for self-care and look what you got. That's awesome.
yeah.
And how about you, Lulu?
Yeah, so I feel like I'm, traveling fairly well. Got numerous projects on the go, and also some personal situations happening. But overall, I feel like I'm just one step at a time, and it feels easy and grace. It has a lot of grace about it, and I'm not feeling pressured or pushed or pulled in any direction. So yeah, I'm in a good energetic vibrational space.
Wonderful. Okay, so even though everybody's good, so I'm doing, so for those of you out there who may be feeling a little bit of fear, I'm doing a talk next week that is kind of, it's a new talk. And I think since COVID has shut so many things down, I'm having some fear around getting back out there and doing talks and delivering them, and especially delivering new content. So I thought we may get into different voices, do some voice work, and just see what's coming up. Have you ever done voice work, Lulu?
I've done some, yeah.
So I like to do some discovery conversations with different voices. We can do the controller, and I like to do the procrastinator. And then we'll do some tapping around all of that. How does that sound?
Cool.
And we'll see what comes up, right? It's constantly just peeling away the layers of the onion, right? All right, so when we do this work, I ask that everybody just be open to the process. You're going to shift into the voice that we're working on. So you're going to be speaking from the I space. If at any opportunity you feeling uncomfortable, let us know and we'll stop the process. So I have everybody's permission for that.
Yep.
Good. So let's just tune into the controller. Okay, and the way we do it is you just shift a little bit in your seat and imagine that you're putting the self across the room, and we're going to get in touch with our controller. The part of us that is on top of everything and controlling everything. And so as we step into this controller, how is everything going?
My body feels kind of a bit more rigid, like I'm kind of pushing against something. And it feels kind of heavy, like heavy down in my feet.
Yeah. And my controller's kind of tired because there's a lot of things to keep track of. It's a lot to do. And the self keeps finding more things to do. Even if they're fun, there's more things, which means there's more things I need to control. And I feel it more in my pelvic area of the body. Yeah. And how about Joyce's controller?
My controller is keeping me on it's trying to keep me on a steady level. And I'm actually I'm as a controller, I'm not working very hard right now because things kind of calm down, but I'm on alert all the time. So I really don't want to lose my control. So I'm keeping in touch with what's going on.
Well, and that's our job, right? As the controller, it's our job to keep everything going and moving. So there can be a part of us that's on alert all the time. Is there anything you as the controller need these days?
So I feel my controller is quite cerebral, quite in the head. So it needs some space to just be and do something fun and even silly and whimsical and for no point at all, basically.
Just to do something fun. Yeah, great. Anything for you, Joyce?
My controller gets a little anxious. Just working at our tag sale this morning for a couple hours, and being distracted by people coming in, but it gets a little anxious because I'm trying to make sure other things don't interfere with what's supposed to be happening.
Mhm. Yeah. Great. And what message does your controller have for the self today?
For me, the message was, it's time to go home for a little while, take a break.
And what kind of break would your controller like to take?
It's doing exactly what I'm doing.
Anything else? Anything for fun? Because I like Lulu's idea of need space to have fun. Anything else?
I think I'm good right now, that the fun part is what I'm doing with you is enjoyable and is always a lightning for me, a light up for me.
And how about you, Lulu?
Repeat the question you want me to answer.
What's the message your controller has for the self?
To hold everything lightly.
Mhm.
To not have to grasp or hold on too tight. Just hold it lightly.
Brilliant.
My cat's doing somersaults here. I'm not sure if you can hear it.
No, I can't hear. Our cats have a mind of their own. Great. So, you guys up for doing a little tapping? Lulu, you want to be my echo?
What does that mean?
You're just going to repeat after me. I'm going to mute. I would mute the other person. I'll mute Joyce, and then you'll echo back what I say.
I can do that.
Have you done tapping before?
I've done some. Yep.
Okay. And for anybody watching, you're just going to follow along and tap on the parts of your body that we're tapping on. If I say something that doesn't resonate with you, then say what resonates with you, because that's how tapping could be the most effective. Okay, we're just going to go right through the points. So we'll start right at the eyebrow. I'm the controller.
I am the controller.
I have a lot to keep track of.
I have a lot to keep track of.
Because that's my job.
Because that's my job.
And the self has a lot to take care of.
And self has a lot to take care of.
And it's my job to keep her on track.
And it's my job to keep her on track.
And she's grown a lot over the last few years.
And she's grown a lot over the last few years.
And I'm really proud of her.
And I'm really proud of her.
She's asking me to take a break.
She's asking me to take a break.
And that can be kind of hard.
And that can be kind of hard.
Because I'm the controller.
Because I'm the controller.
I don't really know how to have less control.
I don't really know how to have less control.
And I'm open to trying something new.
And I'm open to trying something new.
To help the self.
To help the self.
Because she's amazing.
Because she's amazing.
And she's doing so much for the world.
She's doing so much for the world.
And so in this moment, I promise to take a step back.
I promise to take a step back.
And to release my hold on her.
And to release my hold on her.
And to bring in so much more fun.
And to bring in so much more fun.
Ease and flow.
Ease and flow.
And allow more of that energy in.
And allow more of that energy in.
So that she can be open to receiving even more.
So she can be open to receiving even more.
And continue to do her life
and continue to do her life
and share her gifts.
and share her gifts.
And all of that starts today.
And all of that starts today.
So take a deep breath. Just close your eyes and tune into your body and notice what you feel in your body and what's coming up for you. What do you notice, Joyce?
What I notice is that my heartbeat is slowed down. I'm contented and relaxed into that more peaceful, calm place.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, I'm much more grounded in my body.
Yeah.
Even though it's subtle,
It is subtle, but you can feel it's just like that, letting your breath out. Yeah, right.
we forget or don't even realize sometimes we're holding on so much.
Yeah.
How about you, Lulu?
I'd say I feel expanded and probably fully present in my body. And when I would say I am fully present in my body.
Great. So let's shift into the voice of the procrastinator. So just shift into the voice of the procrastinator.
Know her well.
Yep, mine's Penelope. Sometimes we can give them a name. And what's your job?
My job is to really protect her because, and it really gives me more power to, I feel as a protector, I feel I have more power in keeping her safe.
Mm-hmm.
And I worry that I'm going to lose it. I'm going to diminish it, and I'm not sure what that means to me.
You're worried that you won't have a role in her life anymore.
Yeah, I'll be out in space somewhere, and now I'm comfortable because I feel a little important being, because I have a little control.
Yeah. And what ways do you protect the self?
What way do I, as protector, protect myself?
Well, as the procrastinator.
As a procrastinator is I won't do something that I regret, or I won't make a mistake if I don't do something. It's I don't do something to upset myself.
Mm-hmm.
And procrastinate by what I say or what I might do that might have. I'm not sure how it would affect me, so I would procrastinate and just, well, maybe I'll do it later, kind of thing. But my procrastinator does keep me very kind of in line. Sometimes I don't like that.
Sometimes the self doesn't like you procrastinating, right? So you drain her energy sometimes, would you say? Or keep her busy?
I keep her doing what she's usually doing, and that's the complaint I get, that just tired. I mean, it is, I guess. I don't know. I'm happy.
Of course, it's your job, right? To
That's right.
procrastinate. But there's a lot of other things she wants to get done.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you.
You're
How
welcome.
about you, Lulu?
My procrastinator doesn't like to take too many risks. And so, yeah, there's that safety factor there. She also has perfectionist tendencies. So don't take risk. And if you can't do it well, that's even worse. So don't do either.
Mhm, mhm,
But she's a companion to the busy self that wants to do lots and loves variety. So yeah, she doesn't know her limits probably. She takes on too much, and so then she can give pro- procrastination around different things if they don't seem pressing.
mhm. And so why do you as the procrastinator do all these things?
For value. So do all these things to have value and worth.
Hmm. For you, not for the self, though.
Um, it feels like it's for the self.
So you give her value by keeping her busy.
Mhm.
Tell me more about that.
Funny, I was nearly going to write a blog about that this morning. So here it's back again. That like it's ingrained into our society. Like keep busy, no matter what cost, no matter if it's killing you, keep busy. You know that kind of scenario. Like you sat and did nothing for an hour. You weren't reading. You weren't watching TV. You weren't, doing something. You weren't meditating. Like you have to fill your hours in your day with activity. It's a must. And it feels like now my controller wants to tell, back up the procrastinator. Like I'm with you. It's a must.
Yeah, that's all we need is the two of them to gang up on the self and say, keep going. Um, yeah, I mean, at some point, life was super busy, but now we have all these things to help make life easy. But our mindset hasn't caught up to that. And our ability to let us off the hook hasn't shown up for that because we're still beating ourselves up if we lay down on the couch or
But
if we have nothing on our plate.
when you say the term let us off the hook, even that sounds like a little cop out in some ways. Like we can't consciously choose to actually just do nothing for a while or just be for a while. So that letting us off the hook is like that's even hooked us into we've got to be busy,
Yeah. So it's real. That's a deep belief. That's a deep vow that we have to be busy 24/7. Really, really ingrained.
And often for women, for others. Let's
Always.
be in the busyness for others because then it's not just about us. It's, it's about the bigger, the community, the family, the tribe.
It's the martyr energy that shows up. I'm doing this for you. And then there's like that pushing energy, like, of course I'm doing it for you. I have to do this for you. Yeah, there's so much around doing and being busy. Um, and God forbid we just say, I'm taking a day off, I'm getting a massage, or I'm actually not doing anything. So hard to just put that out there. All right, so how about some tapping? Joyce, you want to be my echo for this one?
Sure.
So we're just going to go right through the points. I'm the procrastinator,
I'm the procrastinator,
and my job is really hard
and my job is really hard
because I'm trying to keep her busy.
because I'm trying to keep her busy.
And on some level,
And on some level,
I do that to keep her safe.
I do that to keep her safe.
Maybe so that she doesn't beat herself up
Maybe so that she doesn't beat herself up
and make her feel bad.
and make her feel bad,
We're not doing anything.
not doing anything.
So my job is kind of complicated.
So my job is not kind of complicated.
I try to keep her busy to protect her
I try to keep her busy to protect her
from all those judgments,
for all those judgments.
from all that criticism,
Repeat.
from all that criticism.
From all that criticism.
And sometimes that criticism and judgment
And sometimes that criticism and judgment
is from the self.
is from the self.
And so I honor all of us today.
So I honor all of it today.
And in this moment,
And in this moment,
I'm taking a vow
I'm taking a vow
to take a step back
to take a step back
so that I can protect her
so that I can protect her
in a completely new way.
in a completely new way.
And it may be hard,
And it may be hard,
but I'll do the best I can.
but I'll do the best I can.
And we'll start that today.
And I'll start that today.
So take a deep breath and just tune into your body. What do you notice, Joyce?
What I notice is that this is such a good thing to do. It just grounds you to yeah, it's just like a grounding wire. You connect into the I want to call it the simple, the natural calmness.
Mm.
I get a lot of calmness from nature, so it's like connecting, it's grounding, and it's connecting to just take time out to just relax.
Yeah.
And I feel that
Yeah.
most, yeah.
Is it like getting down in your body and not being in that thinker head?
It's definitely getting out of my head and into my body, and that's huge.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes that thinker goes on way too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
thank
it's
you.
usually triggered, so it's nice to learn to just calm it down. Yeah.
And we get triggered all the time, but we don't know it. We don't
Yes.
realize it. I don't even realize it. I'm in my head or out, even outside of my body, until sometimes I do things like this. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that feels better.
Right. Yeah. I mean, and you could carry that for quite a while until something just something, whether you see something or hear something that says, "Oh, wait a minute," you know.
Yeah.
And then just let it go.
Great. How you doing, Lulu?
Yeah, when you said, feel into your body at the end, I actually saw a little image and I saw the controller and the procrastinator on a seesaw. And then I consciously said, let's go on the swing together.
I love it.
Yeah.
Can see that the controller is trying to motivate the procrastinator, and the procrastinator doesn't want to be controlled. And I was like, that's exactly the feeling, that seesaw. And then I was like, do we want to go on, the merry-go-round? No, 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 no. Let's go on the swing. Let's just go on the swing, flick the legs out.
I love that. That's me. I like that.
And that brought my joy in, I guess, from the
Yes.
conversation. Yeah.
Great. Great. All right. Well, let's shift back into the self, into the centered self. You don't want you leaving, being in your controller or procrastinator. Just breathe into the centered self and just be aware of how the body feels now compared to when you started. I know for me, I feel a little bit more energy. I feel definitely much more grounded, ready to get stuff done.
You took the energy word out right out of my mouth. Yes.
It's amazing how much these voices steal our energy and we don't realize it. We just think we're tired or lazy or whatever. But there's a lot of energy behind these voices.
Beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any takeaways from today for anybody?
It, with the emotional freedom technique, I just love that it's something you've got at your fingertips all the time. And if we just stop long enough to say, oh, actually, I'm a little bit stuck in that loop and, refocus, it's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great way just to shift the energy and get you back in motion.
Yeah, potent in that. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Jacqueline.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being here, both of you. Have a great day and let us know what shows up for you. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you. Talk to you
Bye.
soon. Bye-bye.